also watched the relationship between him and Joe Biden grow. You know, they weren't that close when Obama named him vice president, and over those 8 years of the presidency, they just became closer and closer. Sometimes these relationships grow apart. They became very, very good friends. So I'm sure Obama, for him, this moment is not just about his happiness for the country, which I'm sure he feels, but also for a very close friend who is realizing a life dream, and in whom I know he has great faith to be the right person at this moment. So this is a moment of great satisfaction for both Barack and Michelle Obama.
There you see the justices of the U.S. Supreme Court, including some of the justices appointed, nominated by soon-to-be former President Donald Trump. The Chief Justice of the United States, John Roberts, walking in right there as well. They're going to be followed, you know, John, it's all three branches of the United States government participating in this moment.
Right, and when conservatives talk about the Trump legacy, they will not want to talk about impeach twice. They will not want to talk about inspiring insurrection. They will try to talk about Gorsuch, Kavanaugh, Coney Barrett. One of the big legacies of the Trump administration that will be with us for the next 25 years or more is the appointment of those three justices and dozens of other federal court judges.
These are this is the family of the soon-to-be Vice President of the United States, Doug Emhoff. Her husband. These are the stepchildren of Kamala Harris walking in as well. All the family members are going to be introduced in the course of this inauguration. This is Cole and Ella, who are there, right there, obviously very excited, John.
For the family, it's just simply a remarkable moment, and it is a reminder that we're being introduced to a historic vice president, a woman as the vice president of the United States, a woman of color as vice president of the United States, the first, second man, second dude, call it what you will, the husband of the vice president and the family of the vice president in this remarkably now very public role. Yes, she was the Attorney General of California, then the Senator from California, but there is nothing like national office in the spotlight of the vice presidency. It would be fascinating to watch different families handle that in different ways. It would be fascinating to watch as it plays out.
Next to be introduced will be the family of the President-elect, Joe Biden and Jill Biden. They will be introduced, and then they will be followed by the Vice President, Mike Pence, and Karen Pence. There you see the Chief Justice, John Roberts, who's there, former presidents. It's a pretty... John, it's a real VIP crowd, shall we say?
The way it is supposed to be, a bipartisan crowd. You see, I believe that was President Clinton and President Bush saying hello there. This is the Biden family.
This is Ashley and Hunter Biden. These are the children of the Bidens who are walking in right now, and the grandchildren, I should say, as well. They've got a large family, and they're walking in as we watch all of this unfold. Jake.
Thanks, Walt. This is a celebration of the United States of America in so many ways. Here we see the president-elect's children, Hunter and Ashley, as well as grandchildren, coming into the procession, coming into the proceedings. But as we look out in this crowd and we see President George W. Bush and President Barack Obama, President Bill Clinton, former Vice President Danny Quayle, and all of not all, but so many Democrats and Republicans in the House and Senate were reminded that American democracy was able to survive, does persist. It was tested, certainly, for months there, if not for years. Anna?
That's right, and as we see Joe Biden's two surviving children, Ashley and Hunter, we also see his grandchildren who really have been very active in his campaign, particularly his granddaughters who were active on social media. They tried to help to reach out to young voters in lots of ways, but they're also people who, according to Joe Biden, really helped convince him to run. I mean, the way that he tells the story, he obviously felt that he was done, and it was, of course, after Charlottesville and after the both sidesism that Donald Trump did, that his granddaughters said, "You got to do this. You got to do this. This is your time. This is your time."
And as they're being introduced formally and coming down those stairs formally, just a moment to recognize all the modern families being represented by both the first and the second family. Ashley Biden is the daughter of Joe and Jill Biden, but Hunter Biden is his surviving child from his first marriage. Joe Biden's first wife, who died tragically in a car crash. And earlier you saw Ella and Cole Emhoff, who are the stepdaughters of Kamala Harris, and are Doug Emhoff's children. So, like so many American families, you see how blended families are coming together today, from both the first and the second families. And now we see Vice President Mike Pence and Karen Pence walking through the Senate, through the Capitol chambers. Vice President Mike Pence choosing to attend this inauguration, which, given all that's happened, is a pretty significant moment.
It is, especially because he was not at the send-off at Joint Base Andrews for President Trump. They claimed logistical difficulties in attending both, and obviously he decided this was more important. Pamela Brown has more for us right now on the presence of